Field goal attempts for Caitlin Clark just seem to keep moving in the wrong direction. She was fourth on the team today against the Storm as far as field goal attempts are concerned. Coach Christie Sides had some comments after the game. Salute to the reporter for asking a very good question, very direct question, as far as Caitlin Clark and her shots or lack thereof. Let's listen to what the coach had to say before I say anything about it.
We're getting better. Offensively, we're middle of the pack in the league. We've got to do a much better job against these. I mean, this is who we're trying to be. We're trying to be the Seattles and the Phoenixes and the Vegases. That's who we're aspiring to be. And so we've just got to learn from this game. But, just keep getting better. We got to just keep getting better.
Chrissy, I feel like almost every post game, Caitlin says something about I need to do a better job hunting my shot. Do you want her to shoot more? Do you feel like she's not taking enough shots?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark needs to shoot at minimum 15 shots a game for us. I mean, she's got to get shots. We've got to do a better job of setting her up and setting some really good screens for her to get her open. The way people guard her, it's tough because she's getting redded. So once the ball's out of her hands, she's setting the rest of our team up for some really great looks. But when we're not able to finish those, we've got to make sure we're going back and trying to get her back to that ball, getting that ball back in her hands at times.
Do you want her to be able to be setting screens for her to come up instead of just ball screens? Like for her to just come up, shoot, catch? Like she didn't do that a lot in college. She always had the ball in her hands.
Yeah, I mean, the way teams play her, I mean, if she gets a ball screen, they're just going to do everything to take it out of her hands. They're going to red her. I mean, that's what she's getting every time. She's getting some pretty good looks when she's off the ball, but we like her on the ball, so we just got to figure out how to manage the two.
At this point, I'm not sure what to think. Is this lip service and throwing Caitlin Clark under the bus again? Or is this just her publicly empowering her and giving her the green light? I lean towards the latter before the game. I don't know what to think anymore. I honestly don't. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Is this really her trying to push Caitlin to take those 15 shots a game, like she said, which sounds like an ideal number? Toss in about 6 free throws as well, but sounds like an ideal number. I can agree with 15. Definitely can agree with her being the fourth person on the team as far as field goal attempts, seemingly every game. So a few other things I can agree with, but I'll wait to talk about the game later. We'll stick to these comments for now. But I mean, I did see some things that I said that I wanted to see. I said I wanted to see Caitlin Clark be more aggressive on the dribble. She split a double team beautifully and got into the midi floater game. Everybody's been wanting to see that. We did see more of that off ball action that we've seen all season. The stuff that Christie Sides is talking about, where she comes off of the screen, screaming to the left side, like I said before, knocks that shot down from the logo. One of my favorite shots, besides her pulling up in transition, which we don't see often. We did see her dribbling over half court more and using her options. She did throw a couple full court passes, but not as many. More her dribbling the ball up and making the choice then. Love to see that. Here's one example of it here. Okay, so cool. We saw some good things, but the shot attempts, man, the field goal attempts. And I know it's just not about Caitlin Clark shooting everything, but they need this as a weapon. The coach wouldn't keep saying it if it wasn't so. Everybody else wouldn't keep saying it if it wasn't so. The only person who right now who seems to be saying otherwise is Caitlin Clark. I'm not sure if she's being defensive or she's just saying the right things that she thinks her teammates want to hear, but yeah, right now it seems like it's just Caitlin Clark that's being resistant to her shooting more shots. Well, and maybe her teammates, and maybe that's what she knows that we don't know. I'm sure that's what she knows that we don't know, right? There's always a lot that we don't know on the outside. So I can only imagine some of the pressure that she's facing. And when I say pressure, I'm only talking about inside the locker room because they said countless times they're blocking out the noise and everything outside of the locker room and the team. So I'm only talking about that, not media, not fans, anything like that. So when we talk about Caitlin getting more field goal attempts, let's see where that should come from because you can't just have her taking more shots without them coming from somebody else. So let's just look at the box score from today's game. All right. Melissa Smith, 5 for 11. No problem there. Aaliyah Boston, 5 for 16. You definitely want her making more than 16 shots, but taking 16 shots is no problem from Aaliyah Boston. You want that. Kelsey Mitchell, she only took 10 shots. No assists is a problem. but 10 field goal attempts, that's not an issue. Christie Wallace, 0 for 3. We don't really want her taking any more shots, or the 3 that she took, or the 18 minutes that she played. And if your starter's only playing 18 minutes, she shouldn't be your starter. So if she starts the next game, I mean, what is that telling you? It's not like she had personal fouls at all. All right, Caitlin Clark, best plus minus on the team. We see, 9 attempts, fourth most. So it's not like the starters took a lot of attempts. What it is that they got a lot of field goal attempts from the bench, a lot more than teams typically get. And that's probably why their bench outscored Seattle's as much as they did. So Fagbenley taking 5 shots, 4 for 5, no problem with that. You want to see that every game. Samuelson, 1 field goal attempt, no problem with that. Wheeler, 5 for 8. I mean, we could debate how many minutes a game we want Wheeler playing, but as far as any player coming off the bench and going 5 for 8 and 3 for 4 from 3, name aside, you'll take that every game. And Lexi Hall, 2 attempts, not too bad. So there's nobody really in this game that you would take field goal attempts from. Maybe since Aaliyah Boston didn't have it going, she could have slowed down at maybe 12 field goals, and 4 of those could have went Caitlin's way. But other than that, let me get this out of the way here. Yeah, other than that, like I said, I'm not really sure who you take shots from in this particular game. You guys can debate Wheeler in the comments. Let me know how you feel about her. I know how you feel about her. 5 for 8, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw. I'm going to take that no matter what name is attached to it. Now, Christie Wallace, 0 for 3. Lexi Ho, 0 for 2. I can do something else with those 5 shots. Maybe I just don't run a 5-guard lineup. I don't like that in the first place, me personally. I don't like the 3-guard lineup that they start. I don't think you need that many guards, especially if one doesn't shoot well, doesn't defend well, the other one doesn't pass well, doesn't defend well. You can't really have, to me, that combination of Mitchell and Wallace in the lineup. It doesn't work. I like wing players. I like small forwards. I'm not sure why they don't use those in the WNBA more. It's either 3 bigs or 3 guards. I don't like the 3-guard lineup. So that could be the problem right there. That could be the issue. The 5-guard rotation, maybe it needs to go completely. Just scrap it. Because, I mean, Caitlin played 38 minutes, so it's not really her. It's the other guards around her that are rotating in and out that aren't getting it done. We're not getting assists or defense from Kelsey Mitchell. We're not getting anything from Christy Wallace. We didn't get anything from Lexi Hall this game. I mean, I trust Lexi a little bit more than some players so far, at least. That can change quickly as well. And then we did get something from Wheeler in this game. But if I was going to take anybody's production and minutes off of the table from this game, it would be the combination of Wallace and Lexi. So you guys let me know what you think about that one. Okay, and I can feel myself starting to ease in the game breakdown mode. So before I do that, let me thank all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed, help me out. Hit the button. What are you doing? No, I'm just playing. I do appreciate you guys if you do subscribe or not. I appreciate the views and you just spending time sharing your thoughts with me in the comments. Either way, I'm going to wrap this up here. I just wanted to talk about her comments. I'll talk about the game separately. Let me know what you guys think. Should Kaylin be shooting more? Is it cause for a red flag? I mean, at this point, it's more than a trend. It's been 5 games, so I can't say it's not a trend. It is what it is. I'll check you guys out on the next one. Until then,